Good morning. I'm very happy to be present with you from Rome, where we are following with interest the AMASC World Congress. I bring you the greetings of 2,200 religious of the Sacred Heart from over 42 countries in our world. In visiting our provinces during the past 6 years, I and the other members of the General Council have often had the opportunity to meet some of you and to hear of the ways that you continue to live the values of Sacred Heart education. Your commitments in your personal lives and the social projects of your associations are testimony to the dream of Madeleine Sophie. She saw that the graduates of Sacred Heart schools would themselves become witnesses of God's love in their own lives, in their communities and families, and always with the intention, the vision, and the courage to transform our global society into that of God's heart. As you know, since the changes of Vatican II, the religious of the Sacred Heart are living our mission and the service of education in settings of formal and informal education, in work for human development and social justice, in pastoral and spiritual ministries. All of this in institutions of our own and in collaboration with others. As I was preparing to speak to you this day, I found myself remembering the various Sacred Heart schools which, since the last AMASC Congress in Malta, have celebrated their Golden Jubilees. These are schools that were founded in the early 1960s, grew up in the midst of great change in the world, in the church, and in the political situation of their countries. And now they are celebrating 50 years of Sacred Heart education. Some of these schools are in the United States, in Sapporo, Japan, in Taiwan. Others are in N'Djamena, Chad, where the society responded to the need for education following the country's independence. In Barranquilla, Colombia, where we joined efforts with the Lay Catholic Social Institute, serving young people on the Caribbean coast. Or in Harigaon, India, where we responded to an invitation from the Jesuits to serve a rural area of India, and where Jyoti Gadjiv, a graduate of the school, is now the headmistress and a religious of the Sacred Heart. As we celebrate these Golden Jubilees, we are most grateful that in each of these schools and in so many others of our educational projects, alumnae too are part of the adult community sharing Sacred Heart values with the next generation. We thank you for your commitment. On behalf of the General Council, I also want to thank Pam Snyder and the AMASC Board for their service these past 4 years. In choosing the theme for their mandate, Listening with One Heart, they have strengthened among the alumni, and with the society, the cor unum which was so cherished by Madeleine Sophie. They have called all of us to listen with one heart to the heart of Jesus, and to respond with his compassion and generous love to the cries of our world for a life which is human for everyone, for justice, reconciliation, and peace. In a particular way, in this Congress, you are also listening to the cries of our earth and of the universe. This too is an experience of one heart. For just last month, we announced that the Society's international focus for the next 2 years in justice, peace, and integrity of creation is the topic of climate change. The Spirit is indeed at work, calling all of us into living with attentive minds, open hearts, and faithful courage for the sake of the future. Together, may we continue to listen and respond with one heart. Be assured of our prayer for each of you and for your work these days. Thank you.